Hi, everybody. Welcome to Ivy English. I'm Bruce.
I'm Angela.
And I'm Wesley.
Well, the three of us have two articles here, the short articles that we have each month for you. The first of which is Dutch students build recycled electric car.
Are they recycling the electricity or the car?
Hey, good question. We'll find out in the article.
Yeah, 好，我们的中文标题呢是再也不是垃圾，废弃物化身绿能电动车。好，那不过刚刚这个在 title 里面呢，它 recycled 然后 electric car 啊，所以这个地方这个 recycled 应该它是修饰那个电动车那个车。Yeah.
All right, I'll read this long paragraph, just one, because it's a very short news report, actually, and then we'll get busy explaining it. In November 2020, 22 Dutch students announced that they assembled an electric car that was made almost entirely of recycled materials. The vehicle, a two-seat sports car that the students named Luca, was constructed over the course of 18 months and can reach speeds of 90 kilometers an hour. The body of the car was fabricated out of flax and recycled plastic bottles, while the interior was built using household waste, including coconuts and horsehair. The only parts of the car that were not made from recycled or reclaimed waste were the tires and the electric batteries. The project manager, Lisa Van Etten, stated that the goal of the undertaking was to demonstrate the potential of waste products.
The interesting thing about the batteries issue is that there's a company in Sweden that's starting up. They're going to recycle electric batteries, which is super important because now that we're turning everything into electric this or that, batteries are becoming a huge waste issue. So if we can also recycle the batteries, well, then we're really good to go.
Right, because batteries use so much metal, and we use a lot of energy to take the metal out of the earth and then process it.
Well, the lithium is the issue, is the lithium, because lithium is the metal that's in batteries.
Right.
And lithium there's a very limited amount on this planet.
好，那个 lithium 就是锂啊，这个 Li 的化学元素哈。那所以其实蓄电池或者干电池的回收其实才是非常非常重要的一件事情，因为它使用了很多的金属，尤其里面那个锂，那个要怎么样回收，怎么样才不会对环境造成污染，其实是很严重的问题。
So our article begins by saying that in November 2020, which is very recent, 22 Dutch students announced that they assembled or put together an electric car, a car that runs on electricity rather than gas, that was made almost entirely of recycled materials. If I had said it was made entirely of recycled materials, it means 100%. Almost entirely is like 85 to 95?
Yeah.
Could you go as low as 75% for almost?
No.
Yeah, because almost is nearly, and nearly is
85
plus.
But less than 100.
Yeah, less than 100.
好，所以呢，这个 almost 这个字呢，其实在这里用的这个很重要的一个字哈，就是它是几乎是 entirely 啊，那 entirely 是全部，所以 almost entirely 大概表示85%以上，但没有满100%哈。但如果你只有70%或75%的话，大概就不会用到 almost 这个字了啊。好，所以呢，我们来先从头开始看这个句子好了。好，那这个句子一开始他说，在2020年的11月，哈，有22位的荷兰学生，哈，那怎么样呢 ？announced 宣布说 they assembled， 好 ，assembled 就是组装，好 ，put together， 他们组装了一部啊，这个 electric car 就是电动车，好，那这个车怎么样 ？That was made almost entirely of， 好 ，to be made of 就是由什么所做成的啊？那在这里他说 was made， 那如果他讲说 was made entirely of 什么什么，那表示他全部是这个做的，但是并没有全部，所以他在 entirely 前面加了一个 almost。好 ，that was made almost entirely of 几乎全部都是由什么做成的呢？由 recycled materials 就是回收的材料所做成的。
The vehicle, a two-seat sports car that the students named Luca, was constructed over the course of 18 months and can reach speeds of 90 kilometers an hour. So this group of 22 students put together a 2-seat, that means 2 people can sit in it, not more, and it's a sports car. That makes sense because usually sports cars are smaller. They have smaller bodies than typical cars that we might call sedans, S-E-D-A-N. S-E-D-A-N. And notice it's sports car, not sports car. The one that they built, they gave it a name, Luca, and it was constructed, it was built, it was made over the course of, that means it took 18 months to build it, to put it together, to assemble it, and can reach speeds of 90 kilometers an hour, which is a little bit more than 60 miles per hour, which in many places around the world is a large road speed limit or just under. Here in Taiwan, it's 100 in some places?
Yeah.
The main road, 100 kilometers per hour. And at 90, that's much faster than we can run, so it's still a good choice.
好，所以这个句子呢，接下来他说啊，这个 the vehicle 这个车子 vehicle 是指路上的交通工具，好，所以这个是泛指车辆。那这一辆车呢，后面同位格告诉你说它是个 a 2-seat 是2个双人座的 sports car。就是跑车，好，注意这个 sports car 重音在前面哈，不是 sports car 哈，是 sports car。所以如果你喜欢玩跑车的话，这时候你要知道哈，它的英文的名字的念法是 sports car。所以这是2人座的跑车 ，that 就是指这辆跑车怎么样呢 ？That the students named， 那这个跑车呢，学生们把它取名为 Luca。好，那接下来这个句子。主要动词现在才出现啊，这个句子主要动词就是 was， 它的主词是 the vehicle， 动词是 was， 所以 the vehicle was 怎么样 constructed 就是建造的意思 over the course of 18 months。 好 course 在这里就是 movement in time 就 duration， 所以 over the course of 18 months 中文就是花了18个月的时间，也就是在18个月的时间之间来建造的。好，那这辆车怎么样呢？第二个特性是 it can reach 可以到达 speeds of 可以到达什么样的速度呢？好，是每小时90公里的时速啊。那这个大部分的这个国家90公里大概都是属于比较快的一个，很多时候尤其在高速公路什么，大概速限大概都是90。那这里各位还要注意一点，就是 speeds 它是加了 s 啊，为什么呢？因为你的速度不可能到90之后就停在90啊，就算你开到90，你可能有时候还会稍微快一点，稍微慢一点。所以它这里是 reach speeds of 多少这个时速。
The body of the car was fabricated out of a few things. If something was fabricated out of, it was made out of it. But fabricated is a much better word because fabricated specifically means created from materials in a factory or in a workshop. To fabricate something is specifically to be creating something out of materials, and probably out of multiple materials, and probably custom shapes and sizes, or specific to that machine. So it's not just made. It's not as common a word as made. It's specifically talking about manufacturing. So manufacture and fabricate, these are words that are often used in the same articles. So the car was fabricated out of flax. Flax is actually the material that we make linen out of, which is one of the oldest cloths. It's the oldest cloth that humans ever made. So it's interesting to me personally that we would make a car out of linen, kind of going back to our roots, literally. So the car was fabricated out of flax or linen and then recycled plastic bottles because you need something to hold the flax together. You need some kind of glue, and the plastic bottles will be the glue. And since they're recycled, we're giving them a good use. The interior of the car, so anything that's not the engine or the mechanics or the outside shell, all the rest is the interior. So like the seats, the cabinets, the floor, the ceiling, that's all the interior. And this was built using household waste. Household waste is a different stream than industrial waste. So this is a very specific term to recycling because if something comes from industry, it could almost be brand new materials. It just happens to be like offcuts or something. But household waste is a much more complex garbage because it often gets mixed together. So it's like more ideal to be able to use household waste because it's much harder to use it. because it's so mixed. It's such a mixed bag of stuff that you get in household waste. But then I'm interested that the household waste includes coconuts and horsehair because, I mean, unless you're eating horses, why would you have horsehair in your house? But I'm sure there's some reason why coconuts and horsehair are also classified as household waste.
Wigs. Some wigs use horsehair. Yeah.
Sure.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I accept.
I wouldn't know.
OK， 好，那我们来看看这个句子哈。他说呢，这个the body of the car 就是指车子的车体啊。那车体呢 was fabricated out of 就是由什么所制造而成啊。那 fabricate 这个字呢 fabricate 啊，这是动词哈。那它的意思。刚刚 Angela 讲，它特别是指你由材料建造而成，好，所以这个字用在这里是非常恰当的。好，那因为它接下来告诉你是什么样的材料把它这个编织或者把它制造而成，所以它是由什么材料制成呢 ？It was fabricated out of 来自于什么呢 ？Flax 就是亚麻，还有呢 recycled 回收的一些 plastic bottles 就是这个塑胶瓶啊。那 while另外一方面 the interior 就是指内部或者内装 interior 在这里就是车子的内装，车子的内装或者车子的内部怎么样 was built 用什么做的呢 using 使用的是 household waste 就是家庭的废弃物。然后很有趣的是他这里告诉我们家庭的废弃物包括了野子还包括了马毛所以我们都觉得蛮有趣的所以荷兰他们有些家庭的废弃物里面包含了野子包含了马毛那这个不过这个也刚刚那个 Bruce 要讲说不定也许马毛是因为他们有的假发是用马毛来做的不过 anyway 他们重点是他们用了这个家庭的废弃物，那其实家庭废弃物是很难回收利用的，那他们能够用的话那当然非常好。
The only parts of the car that were not made from recycled or reclaimed waste were the tires and the electric batteries. It would be kind of hard to take normal waste and construct something like a tire.It could be quite dangerous. They have to be made under very special conditions. And, of course, the electric batteries, you can't buy flashlight batteries and string 100,000 of them together to power your car to 90 kilometers an hour.
You wouldn't need 100,000 of them, but you would need so many. Flashlight batteries, the reason why we like lithium batteries is that they're light.They're more power per inch. So if you used flashlight batteries, the weight of the batteries would overcome any advantage of it being a car.
Good point. Lithium is the lightest element that is a metal. It's number 3 on the list.
Oh, that explains that.
Hydrogen and helium.
Got it.
好，所以这 flashlight batteries 就是 ordinary batteries.
That's right.
就是一般的那种干电池，你放在手电筒里面那种干电池。
C batteries, or AA, B.Yeah. Or D. D batteries is normally the one for... They're copper. They're copper acid batteries, yes? Zinc oxide. Yeah. Round batteries.
Okay.
Tubular batteries.
所以这是我们一般用那个圆柱形的那种干电池了那当然跟那个锂电池是不一样的那在这里讲到说呢这个the only parts of the car that 如何就这个车子唯一的一些部分好，那 that 是个关系代名词，那这里就各位学过的文法，大家可以特别注意一下应用 the only 什么什么东西后面要接关系代名词的时候一定要用 that 所以 the only 什么什么 that 这是一定要用关系代名词，你不能用 which 所以这个车子唯一是 were not made from recycled 唯一不是从回收的或者是 reclaimed 也是回收的 waste 它唯一不是用回收的东西做成的部分是什么呢？是 the tires 就是轮胎，还有呢这个电池 the electric batteries 那这个轮胎当然很重要，跟安全有关，所以它没有用回收轮胎。那这里还要注意一下 recycled 跟 reclaimed 不太一样recycled 通常是中文都是回收，但是 recycle 通常是回收之后可能会经过一些再制所以呢这个你可能是什么样这个你把它 collect 然后呢 usually reprocess 这个 discarded materials 那拿来用，但是 reclaim 的话呢常常是指回收之后直接使用recover something 那直接怎么样就把它拿来用了比较没有经过重新的再制，所以这两个中文大概都是翻成回收，但是 recycled 是回收之后经过再制，然后 reclaimed 大概是回收之后直接使用。
The project manager, whose name is Lisa Van Etten, which is a very Dutch name, she stated that the goal of the project, blah, blah, blah. If you state something, it's more firm, it's more decided than if you just said. So using stated is a great word if you're like, this is the decision that was made. We stated our decision. So you can use it as a substitute for said, but don't use it too often, and also understand that it has like a feeling of very like decisional feeling. So she stated that the goal of the undertaking is another way to say project. You undertake a project. I kind of get an idea when I say this word of that, like I'm slipping myself under a burden and then lifting it up. I'm undertaking something. It seems like something heavy and difficult to do. So the goal of the undertaking was to demonstrate, to show the potential of waste products, of all the uses of waste products.
OK， 那这个 project manager 啊，这个计划的负责人啊，那叫做 Lisa Van Etten。Stated that state 就是表示，不过它是 to declare formally or publicly， 所以这个字比 said 还要更正式一点哈，那更 serious 一点。好，那它表示怎么样 ？The goal of the undertaking 哈 ，undertaking 在这里就是指 project 哈，所以他做这件事情哈的目标是什么呢？好，那 undertake 这个字你可以想到，好像你这个整个这事情背在肩膀上面，你要做这件事情，然后很沉重那种感觉，你在 under 好，从底下把它拿起来这种感觉。好，或从底下包覆起来这种感觉。好，所以这里说这个 project 的目标是要 demonstrate 要展示好 the potential 就是潜力 of waste products， 它的这个任务这个计划的目标就是要证明要展示废弃物的潜力。
Okay, now flip over to the next page and we have viral video shows power of memory.
中文的标题是音乐的力量，天鹅湖曲唤起失智奶奶回忆。
At the end of 2020, a video posted online by the Spanish organization Music to Awaken, which works with Alzheimer's patients, went viral and showed just how powerful auditory memory is. The video, which was filmed in 2019, features Marta Cinta González Saldaña, a former ballet dancer with Alzheimer's. As Saldaña listens to a melody from Tchaikovsky's Swan Lake, she starts to recall and demonstrate the moves from the ballet that she knew when she was a dancer. Grace Meadows, a director at Music for Dementia, hypothesized that memories related to sound are the last ones we lose because they are some of the first that are formed at 18 weeks in the womb.
So at the end of 2020, a video was posted online, was posted on the internet by the Spanish organization Music to Awaken. And this organization does work with Alzheimer's patients. They, I don't know if they treat them or just help them in their lives. But this video went viral. That means it was spread by everybody and showed just how powerful auditory memory is. Auditory means having to do with hearing. So this is memories based on hearing. And these are very, very powerful, and this video showed it.
所以在2020年年底呢，有一个 video。那这个 video 是什么样呢？后面修饰告诉你说，这个 video that was posted online， 它是 po 在网络上面，由这个西班牙的组织。好，这组织是什么组织呢？童伟宇告诉你，它组织就是 Music to Awaken， 叫做唤醒的音乐这个组织，他们所 po 的一个 video。好，那这个组织又怎么样呢？继续介绍这个组织 ，which 就是指这个组织 ，works with 就是他跟什么一起合作啊，或者是他协助他们做一些事情啊，他这个跟一些这个阿兹海默症的病患啊。来合作协助他们做一些事情。那这样的一个组织呢，所拍的一个 video 怎么样 went viral， 就在网络上面造成了轰动，而且呢 showed 它里面显示出 just how powerful 啊，是如何的有力量啊，什么东西如何的有力量呢？ auditory memory 就是听觉的记忆， auditory 就是听觉的，所以它显示出听觉的力量是多么的 powerful 啊，所以这个 video 告诉我们听觉力量非常的有强而有力。
The video, which was filmed in 2019, features Marta Cinta González Saldaña, a former ballet dancer with Alzheimer's. So the video that went viral was made a couple of years ago, and it features, it shows especially this former ballet dancer, Ms. Saldana, that would be her family name. She has Alzheimer's, which is one of the many forms of dementia.
好 ，dementia 下面有这个字是失智症。好，那这个阿兹海默症呢是失智症的一种啊。好，那我们看到这个 video 怎么样呢？后面一样一对逗点插入语，告诉你它是在2019年所拍摄的 features 这个纪录片，这个影片呢以谁为主角呢？以这位这个 Saldana 这位女士为主啊。那她是谁呢？后面同样在一个同位语告诉你，她是一个 former， 她先前是一个芭蕾舞者啊。那可是她 with 就她患有阿兹海默症。
Now, what happened was as Saldana, the dancer, listens to a melody from Tchaikovsky's Swan Lake, which is a very famous ballet by Tchaikovsky, she starts to recall, she starts to remember, and also demonstrate, show everybody, the moves from the ballet that she knew when she was a dancer.
Amazing.
Now, the reason why this is so amazing is Alzheimer's is when people forget, they lose all their memories. They often forget even who that they were. If you were to have told Saldana she was a dancer, she'd be like, what, really? So the fact that she could just hear the music and then remember the moves, even though she has this dementia, it's really amazing.
好，所以呢，这个他已经阿兹海默症，他可能很健忘了，但听到这个音乐，他就想起了以前的一些舞步或者舞蹈动作，这真的不容易啊。所以这个句子讲说，当as 就当Saldana 他 listens to 他听到一个旋律是来自于柴可夫斯基的《天鹅湖》的一个旋律的时候呢，他开始 recall 就是开始回想起来。开始 remember 开始recollect R-E-C-O-L-L-E-C-T 他回忆到了，然后同时他 demonstrate 他还展现出来the moves 就是舞蹈动作，他不但想起来，而且他还能跳出来，能展现出舞蹈动作。从这个芭蕾舞里面的这个动作from the ballet， 然后呢，那这个动作这个芭蕾舞是怎么样 ？That she knew when she was a dancer， 当她还是个舞者的时候，她知道了这些舞步。换句话说，她没有忘掉这个舞步。
Grace Meadows, a director at Music for Dementia. This is another organization. Remember, we started in the first sentence with the Spanish organization, Music to Awaken. We're now talking about another one, another organization, Music for Dementia. Grace Meadows hypothesized she's making an observation based on science that memories related to sound are the last ones we lose. As we lose our minds in dementia, the last thing we can remember, according to her hypothesis, is that it's so powerful, the auditory or sound memories that we have are the last ones we still remember. Memories related to sound are the last ones we lose because they are some of the first that are formed. Babies can hear when they are still in the womb, even at 18 weeks. So that's how powerful these auditory memories can be.
好，那这里看到 Grace Meadows， 她是谁呢？同样一个同位语告诉各位。所以其实新闻英语里面常常看到同位语，因为这最节省的方式最节省空间的方式来补充一些讯息。所以这一位呢，他是谁？他是 director， 他是一个这个主管在这个Music for Dementia， 就是失智者的音乐这样的一个大概是个组织吧这个他是 director， 你也可以看成总监他怎么样 hypothesized 就是提出一个假定，这个还没有证实，不过他认为是这样子他提出一个假定，认为怎么样，这个跟声音有关的回忆 memories related to sound 是怎么样 the last ones we lose， 是我们最后会失去的回忆。所以你别的东西都忘光了，你可能还记得声音的回忆声音的回忆跟声音有关的回忆是最后忘的。为什么呢？因为There are some of the first, 就 some of the first memories that are formed. 因为声音的回忆是最早所形成的一个回忆之一。什么时候就形成了呢？你在子宫里面，你18个星期大的时候你在子宫里面18星期大的时候就已经听到声音，就已经形成对于声音的回忆了。
Okay, that's it for today's double lesson, the two short articles we have for you. Put those handkerchiefs away. We'll be back tomorrow with a whole new article. Until then,
bye-bye.